Welcome back to Suncoast and Quantum's at-home workouts. Today, just going through a really safe, effective core program that anyone can do at home. You don't need to have a medicine ball. This is a 1 kg medicine ball. Any rubber ball will do. You could also use a yoga block. You could definitely also use just a pillow, maybe folded in half and just tied so it doesn't unravel on you. So lots of ways to be creative, and just know that you can absolutely maintain your health, your fitness at home just through opportunities to move, just by really creating a really good routine. Sticking to your protocol, sticking to your routine is the most effective way of just maintaining that level of wellness. And we know exercise is the cornerstone to happiness, the cornerstone to really flourishing. So please, just really encouraging you to get into your routine and just make it part of your everyday life, regardless of how that everyday life is looking at the moment. So please come and join me on your back when you're ready. And I know for some of you, getting down to the floor is really challenging, so just using a chair, using the couch, using the coffee table, but you could also do these exercises safely in bed if that is more convenient for you, okay? So come and join me on your back. And with your ball, with your yoga block, with your cushion, just pop that between your knees. So we use something between the knees to help engage the inner thigh muscles, which co-contracts with our pelvic floor muscles, which helps to really get that deepest layer of abdominal muscle working more effectively. So palms facing ceiling, shoulders completely relaxed. All we're doing to begin with is please gently squeeze your knees in and deliberately engage your pelvic floor muscles. So please forgive me, it's the feeling of stopping urine flow, yeah, or if you're busting and you're holding on, those are the muscles that we're after, believe it or not. When we engage pelvic floor, I'm hoping you feel a gentle tightening across the lower portion of your abdominals, and maybe almost a snugging in feeling through your lower back as well. So let that go, and let's just do one more of those. So knees squeeze in, pelvic floor engages, lower belly hollows, just feeling that gentle tightening through the core that allows you to still breathe. And gently releasing. So let's add a lift of our hips, so bridging postures, knees squeeze, pelvic floor engages. Let's tuck the tailbone, lifting only as high as it is pain-free. And once we've reached the top of the movement, reset your knees, your pelvic floor, but also now see if you can tighten through your glutes. For 10, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Peel your spine down, just one vertebra at a time. And once your tailbone is safely grounded, just let everything relax for a micro moment. Reset your knees, reset your pelvic floor, tucking through the tailbone, lifting through the hips. Reset, knees, pelvic floor, lower belly, and bum for 10, 3, 2, 1. Articulate the upper back, the middle back, the lower back, and finally your tailbone. We're taking the ball and we're placing it on your left thigh. So ball, yoga block, whatever we've got. I'd like you to press into that object, but really relax through your left shoulder. Reconnect pelvic floor and lower belly. And then breathing in to lift through your right leg. Breathing out to lightly kiss the floor with your toes. Reset. Inhale. Exhale to lower. Every time we rise up, we reset. And then every time we land the toe, we reset. So just building in that pathway, building in that awareness until it becomes such a habit that every time we go to move, we re-engage our core and we set our posture, even though we're lying down. There's 4 more. Breathing in to lift, breathing out to lower, Taking 3 more, breathing in. Chin is in, shoulders are relaxed, breathing out. Last 2, inhale. Exhaling, lucky last 1. And we're gonna pause at the top here, bringing your right hand to your right knee. Take a breath in. And on your exhalation, stretch that long. This is a little bit of a brain teaser. Breathing back into the midline, reset. Exhale to lengthen. As we return to the middle, we reconnect pelvic floor, lower belly. And on the exhalation, only stretching as long as it feels safe for you. Come back to the middle. Exhale. Moving slowly, moving mindfully, moving with the breath. 4 remaining, please. From the fingertips to the toe, find your strength. Gently returning in, 3 remaining. So we move until we feel challenged in the body, but no compromise. Gently return, last 2. And 1 more, please, 1 more. Amazing, come back through the middle, ground your feet. We are back to the beginning, so let's pop the ball between the knees. Check that your heels are equal by reaching for them, and then squeezing in through the knees, engaging through the pelvic floor, lifting skywards. At the top of the movement, reconnect knees, pelvic floor, and glutes. Holding, breathing. For 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Keeping everything switched on until we're safely grounded. And once the tailbone lands safely, just take a moment to release. Reset knees, reset pelvic floor, articulating the spine upwards 1 vertebra at a time. Pausing and holding at the top for 10 counts. Could you lift a little bit higher? Could you engage the core maybe just a little stronger? And then when you are ready, keeping that connection as we lower the body slow and controlled through the upper, middle, lower, and tailbone. The ball, the yoga block, the cushion moves to your right thigh. A little bit of pressure into the hand, but keeping the shoulder relaxed. Chin draws in to lengthen the neck. Pelvic floor engages. On your inhalation, lifting through your left leg. On your exhalation, just lightly kiss the floor with your toe. Don't transfer your weight. Breathing in to lift. Breathing out to slowly lower. Reset. So finding the movement that allows you to really maintain great connection through your core. And how do you know? You're gonna pop one hand onto your tummy. That's a dead giveaway. If you feel the belly pushing outwards, you know you've lost that connection. And that might also tell you that the exercise is a little bit too challenging, and that's okay. We just modify, or we just do a few less repetitions. Just allow yourself to find the right level for you. There's 3 remaining. Breathe in, breathing out. There's always something we can do. 1 more, please. So on this last one, as you rise, we pause at the top. We take left hand to left knee. We reset the body, shoulders, neck, core. On the inhalation, we prepare. On the exhalation, we lengthen a little or a lot, drawing back to the midline. Reset. Exhale to lengthen. Inhale to return. So finding the length that challenges you, but you're feeling no compromise through your lower back, no compromise through your core. Exhale to lengthen. How long can you be? Inhale to reset. 5 remaining. Exhale from fingertips to toes. Inhale to return to center. 4 more. Last 3. Reset for 2. And one more, here we go. As we return, we release the feet to the floor. We bring the ball, the yoga block, the cushions to our hand, and we're just going to roll over onto our hands and knees. So just taking your time, coming up into the position that feels best for you. I'm going to spin this way so that the microphone is on that side. And I'd like for you to take your ball, your yoga block, or your cushion between your knees. So I'm just setting up exactly like that. Once we move into a position where gravity is working against us, it becomes a very different exercise. So when we are laying on our back, gravity is assisting us. As soon as we're on our hands and knees, gravity is working against us, but it's just a great training tool. We're stacking shoulders over wrists. If there's any wrist issues, just pop onto your fists, or you're welcome to come down onto your elbows. So stacking shoulders and wrists, or maybe stacking shoulders and elbows, stacking hips and knees. Your toes are tucked, you're squeezing in through the knees, you're activating through your pelvic floor and through your lower belly. Variation 1, we are just staying exactly as we are. Variation 2, you're going to think about lifting the knees away from the floor, but they're not actually going to lift. And variation 3, just a teeny tiny little lift of your knees for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Gently release, reset. Knees squeeze in, pelvic floor engages, chin is in. Only lifting if it feels safe, if it feels available for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Gently relax. There's 3 remaining. These are tricky. Chin, shoulders, knees. Elevate for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Last 2 as you are. Chin draws in, shoulders set, knees squeeze. Hovering just a millimeter off the floor for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and relax. Lucky last one. Chin check, shoulder check, core check, knees lift for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Amazing. Releasing the ball. Keeping the ball between the knees, just doing a little tiny bit of extra stability work for our shoulders. We're popping down onto the elbows this time. You can either ground your hand-shoulder distance, or you can interlace your fingers. So same idea with the ball remaining between the knees. We just get that stronger connection through the inner seam. Variation 1, we are staying exactly like this, just pressing the earth away, squeezing the knees in, chin draws in. Variation 2, with your toes tucked, you're thinking about lifting, you're visualizing the lift, but nothing's actually lifting. And variation 3, chin check, shoulder check, a micro lift of your knees for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Gently relax. Reset knees, reset chin, a little lift for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. The good news is we're only going to do 1 more of these. Chin check, shoulder check, maybe lifting the knees for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. We're rolling to side, keeping the block, keeping the pillow, keeping the ball between the knees. Your shoulder and your elbow are stacking. Your shoulder, your hips, and your heels are stacking. Variation 1, ribs just lift away from the floor. Variation 2, maybe the hips are lifting as well. Variation 3, top hand can reach. Maybe even turn your eye gaze, holding for 5, 2, and 1. Gently land, gently release. Reset ribs, option 1. Option 2, hips. Variation 3, top hand for 5, 4. Gently coming down. These are tough ones. There's 3 remaining. Find the option that serves you best. Staying for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. You've got 2 to go. Your ribs press away. Maybe the hips lift, maybe the hands lift for 5, All right, here we go. This is our last one. Land for a moment, reconnect, reset, and then elevation for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and relax. Your best break dancing move as you spin yourself around to the other side. This will be our last set, our last exercise. So shoulder stacking over elbow, lifting the ribs away, checking that your shoulders, your hips, and your heels are in one line. There's no need to go further than just pressing the earth away. But if it feels good, lift your hips. If there's still room to challenge yourself, take your hand, take your eyes to the ceiling for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Gently descending, lowering with control. 4 remaining ribs, maybe the hips, maybe the hand for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. 3 to go. Finish line in sight. Ribs press away. Heart opens. Maybe the hips lift. Maybe the hand for 5. How slow can you lower down? These are your last 2. So really maintaining your technique. I know you're getting a little fatigued, but as we finish with strength. We finish with conviction, and we feel that life force deep within the body. Gently lowering down. Good news, last one. Press the earth away. Maybe float the hips, maybe float the hand. Last 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Gently descending down. And gently rising up to a seated position if that's possible for you. And I would just encourage you to now take the time to do a little bit of stretching and to maybe even just do a few minutes of relaxation if that is possible for you. As always, we are loving serving you at home. Thank you for your time. Thank you for your energy, and we'll see you soon.